Formula 1 arrived in Italy now, where the main news was that Daniel Ricciardo apologised to Harmson after punching him off in the Hungarian Grand Prix. Meanwhile, Williams and Ferrari were looking to do well at Monza. Ferrari, of course, were hoping to impress the home crowd and get extra budget funding from the Ferrari team bosses by putting on a display so they can add to their Formula E R&D. Williams are also looking for a revival at Italy, hoping their straight-line speed performance of the Audi engine would be enough to carry them over the line for P1. It is, however, a statement that Williams do admit that their current car has failed since the new tyre regulations, and state that they will be looking, although they are not looking for any upgrades, they say that should a similar tyre compound come into Formula E, then they would invest. And at the grid, Pierre Gasly took pole, Peter Harmson lines up alongside. Daniel Ricciardo third, ran out on a very good day. Sebastian Vettel, Red Bull, lining fourth. The top four all running low drag setups, of course, around a track that doesn't really need much downforce. Carlos Sainz, good result from him, and Lewis Hamilton as well. He's in the top six, although Hamilton is unlikely to stay there during the previous performances of the Mercedes. Max Verstappen lines up seventh, alongside disappointed Sergio Perez, who can only find himself down in P8. Charles Leclerc, ninth place, another time out-qualified by Verstappen. Alonso, disappointed with only 10th place. He was having big hopes for a revival here. Outside the top 10, free choice of tyres, it's the two McLarens with Raikkonen once again getting the better of Norris in 11th and 12th. On the next row, it's the two Alfa Romeos with Giovinazzi getting ahead of Fuoco. Good job from Fuoco, considering the fact he is struggling with the performances this season with the Alfa Romeo. Van Dorn is 15th with Nick de Vries. A good job from the young Dutchman. He starts in 16th place in a very woeful Jaguar car. In 17th place with a penalty is Valtteri Bottas, a long way from his teammate this afternoon. Magnussen starts alongside in P18. And on the back row is Nico Hulkenberg, with another man with a 10th place penalty, and Luca Giotto was slowest of all for today's Italian Grand Prix. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy F1 2020. Today we're doing episode number 10 for the Italian Grand Prix around Monza. So, yes, Monza is a track that I've done very well in the past. We're on the front row as well. Gasly's race pace is a bit iffy, just like it is in real life. Not going to lie there. So yes, Monza is a track, of course, you can see that banking. I've been around this track in April last year when I went to the E-Prix, also went to Monza. If you're ever there, then I recommend you go, because it's actually quite a nice day out there, although be prepared for a bit of a hike.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So it's back to the race, and it's a one stop today. Moving from soft to mediums, should be a simple one stop, and that was literally all we're going to need. I mean, no complaints from me there. I'm going to enjoy the strategy. 5 red lights are coming on, and lights out and away we go. And it's initially a good start, but then the second part of the start, we then start bogged down in a bit. Carlos Sainz had a great start. He's going to go around the outside of OB. Gasly locks up. We go into turn 1 side by side. Squeeze out the Frenchman and up into P1 and the lead at the Italian Grand Prix. Behind us, Sainz got squeezed out by Gasly and allowed Perez. He's up into what be P2. It's a stonking start from P8 on the grid. And there he is up in P2. Ricciardo got the jump on Gasly as well. Well, then now Perez and Ricciardo now are going side by side into Parabolica, and Ricciardo gets back up into P2. And all of these are squabbling, allowing us to build an even bigger lead at the front with Perez there. No DRS just yet at this point, but nevertheless going back past with just a sure straight line speed of the Audi. They haven't got the aero right in that Williams. There's definitely more aero in the Renault, but nonetheless, the two Renaults are fighting, and Gasly now comes back at Ricciardo and up into P3. As Verstappen now is Alonso's moving past Sainz there, our teammate, up into P6. Vettel is behind, and see here now, it's become a slipstream stress with a lot, and eventually what happened is that Alonso and Gasly broke free from the rest of the pack, and although Perez is still there, these two start battling for P2, and then it is up to Ricciardo and Perez, and along with Verstappen, Vettel, and our teammate and the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. They're all battling now for 4th place. Eventually, Alonso is having a little look there. You can see there Vettel now is going around the outside of Sainz as well. So Alonso's made his pit stop already, as you can see. Moving to lap 8 now, and there is Sebastian Vettel. He was having great momentum in recent race, but it's not going to be this one. He is out of the race. No points for the German. That's bad news for his World Championship, because he is behind, of course, compared to myself and Alonso, and sitting in 3rd place. So, yes. Moving to lap 10 now anyway. It's time for us to come and make our one and only stop. Tyrell's getting there. We've got one of the Renaults still left. I think it is Pierre Gasly. So kind of come into the pits and go on to a one and only stop onto a set of medium tyres. Since the pits become for our one and only stop, the Renault is in with us as well. I can see he's going on to a set of hards. So, not sure what's happening with the Renault, because I think they've got pretty decent tyre pull out, but clearly not for the Renault, because not the Renault, they decided to go on to the hards. We're going to come out in P5, is it? No, there's a Williams going past. Oh, that has to be Alonso, because Perez is still way down the order. So Alonso's got an undercut on us, but as I mentioned in the quali report, I think Alonso has the Williams, of course, has a thing as we watch Carlos Sainz going around the. So yes, that's bad news for Gasly. I think there's a couple of Aston Martin problems there. A couple of the lower cars, of course, going longer. Eventually, Gasly's race sort of really comes to an end here when he gets overtaken by his teammate. They don't make contact, but this is Gasly all of a sudden starts driving slower and just comes out the points, and eventually other people make their stops, such as Verstappen, Hamilton, Hulkenberg. You see we're on board with Hamilton as he's fighting off Fernando Alonso, and who's now got ahead of Hulkenberg here. That was Perez. Alonso here is just coming to make his pit stop on lap 17, and that's going to promote Ricciardo up into P2. We'll have to wait and see where. I think Alonso came out in P5. He's already going past Max Verstappen in the Ferrari, and did he take Verstappen out there? Yes, he did. Oh dear, the stewards will not be happy. But that was the race. Alonso did get in front of Ricciardo, but we've got one hand across the line. I mean, so yes, P1 today. A sort of I want to say an uninspiring race, but there was a little bit of obviously controversy. Alonso got a 5-second penalty for taking Verstappen out, for not giving room, which may be a little bit harsh, but that is the steward's decision. So Ricciardo claims P2. I mean, he hasn't yet won a race, but he is doing well. Outside the top 10, you see the likes of Hamilton, Van Dorn, Bottas finished then 14th, with Verstappen, Vettel with his engine failure, and Lando Norris, who retired very early on with an engine failure, failing to finish. And because, of course, the stewards penalised Alonso, this is big news for the Drivers' World Championship, because Fernando Alonso was miles out in front in the early parts of this season. Not anymore. We finally lead a world championship. I haven't led a world championship on this channel since F1 2017, and that was a long time. That feels like a long time ago. Vettel, no points for him. He languishes now 15 points behind in third. Perez also no points. So it's becoming a two-horse race. I mean, if Alonso doesn't get keeps his act together, then we'll have to wait and see. In terms of the constructors, though, Red Bull pick up some points from Hulkenberg. Williams now are still extend their lead. We move up ahead of Ferrari into third, and Renault joined Ferrari as well. So Ferrari's season has really collapsed in this current tyre regulations, and there are literally no changes elsewhere. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm sorry there was a little bit of a lack of action on track, but the next episode I hope and currently editing, which is the Monaco Grand Prix, and I can tell you there is a lot of action in that. It's a bit of carnage. So yes, if you are not yet subscribed and you want to see that, then please do hit the red button. It really helps me out. Also turn on the notification bell, because YouTube is YouTube these days and doesn't notify anybody when I upload, or anybody uploads these days. So that way you ensure you are at least getting up some all notifications when of course it's working. But I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Take care, thank you so much for watching, or enjoy your day, and goodbye.